It's quick, easy, flavorful, beginner friendly. Honestly, I make it to this day and I've been doing this for 6 years. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you're here and very excited to be sharing today's video. So I recently posted recipes for breakfast, for dinner, and now it is time for some lunch inspiration that I enjoy so much, and I am sure you will as well. Today I'll be sharing a good old faithful chickpea salad sandwich. If you are new to the plant-based diet, chickpea salad is really one of those, it's like a rite of passage. It's something that we always make because it's quick, easy, flavorful, nutritious, beginner friendly. Honestly, I make it to this day and I've been doing this for 6 years. It's essentially a take on a tuna fish sandwich, but instead of tuna, you're using chickpeas, but all of the flavor is still there. So let's go ahead and get into this video. You can find the recipe linked in the description box, as well as links to my cookware and some of my plant-based must-haves as well. So be sure to check the description box. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're gonna start by prepping our veggies, so dicing our celery and red onions. As a reminder, you can find the recipe for this meal linked in the description. And though I do include specific measurements, always feel free to make this your own. There are so many versions of chickpea tuna out there and each one is slightly different. So feel free to use as little or as much of an ingredient as you'd like to. After dicing the celery and the red onions, I just roughly chopped some freshly washed dill. If you don't have fresh dill or you can't find it, dry dill will work. I've done it that way before and the flavor was still great. Okay, moving on to the chickpeas. I recommend using either canned or boxed chickpeas that do not have any salt added. That way you can control the sodium in this dish because we do add some ingredients that'll help give this recipe that salty taste that tuna fish typically has. I added my chickpeas to a food processor, but you can also do this by just simply mashing them on a flat surface or in a bowl. You'll want to pulse this for about 45 seconds, I would say. Just not too long because you don't want it to be like mashed potatoes, and you still want some texture in there. So add those chickpeas along with our diced celery, red onions, the roughly chopped dill, and capers to this. I really like the flavors that the capers add to this recipe, and if you're not familiar with capers, they have a similar tang or twang like olives. They're salty but also lemony. If you purchase capers for the first time, you can also use these to make my Caesar salad dressing and also in a number of other ways. So in addition to that, I added in some of the brine from the jar of the capers, Dijon mustard, and relish. But what also helps this have a similar taste profile to tuna fish is the seaweed that we add. And if you end up buying the seaweed, you can also cook that with vegan crab cakes, miso soup. And I'm really just giving these suggestions so you don't feel like you're buying random ingredients that'll never get used again. I like to season my chickpea tuna with black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and this black salt. If you're unfamiliar with what this is, the original name is kalonamic and it gives the dishes an egg-like flavor. You can either find it at an international market or on Amazon. I'll have my Amazon storefront linked in the description. But this is also really good on potato salad or tofu scramble, just anywhere where you want to have an egg-like flavor added to it. But it is a salt, so a little goes a long way. I like to give this a taste test and combine everything before adding the plant-based mayo because this can get runny quickly if you add too many saucy liquid ingredients. I feel like if I don't do it this way, I end up adding too much plant-based mayo, and all I really needed was about 2 tablespoons for this. And I know some of my friends are gonna be mad that I used the same spoon that I tasted this with. Y'all, I'm just making it for myself, so I'm okay with my terms. Oh yeah, and I also added in a bit of red pepper flakes because I just wanted this to have a slight kick. Just a slight one. Now it's time to let the chickpea tuna marinate a bit just so that the flavors can meld together. And by a bit, I mean like 10 to 15 minutes or so, but honestly, the longer the better. However, sometimes your girl is hungry and sometimes I don't even let it marinate. I just dig right in. So it's up to you. But again, the longer, the better. Now I'm using the chickpea tuna on a sandwich, but you can also enjoy this on a bed of leafy greens, in a wrap, or even as a little snack with crackers. It's just nice to have a batch of this in the fridge because you can enjoy it in a variety variety of ways. So for my sandwich, I'm using whole grain bread, more of those red onions, some microgreens, leafy greens, this beautiful tomato that I picked up at the farmer's market, along with some avocado and cucumbers. And I lightly seasoned all that up with some salt and black pepper. Now, the only thing left to do is assemble the sandwich and enjoy. And if you're still watching me put the sandwich together, I really do appreciate you not skipping through this portion of the video. And as a way to show my appreciation, I am putting my digital cookbook on sale for $5 flat. It's typically $11.99. I have it linked in the description box. Use code YouTube at checkout to get the digital cookbook for more than 50% off. And the discount does expire on Saturday, June 22nd, so don't forget to use it. And again, that code is just the word YouTube. I really do appreciate you watching this, and thank you so much for supporting me and watching my content. Wow, y'all, how good does this look? Oh my gosh, it was absolutely amazing. And I just wrapped it in this parchment paper to be fancy. If I wasn't recording, I would have just devoured it on its own, but I thought, like, hey, it's giving sandwich shop, right? So I ended up having the chickpea tuna on another sandwich the following day, and then I just enjoyed it with crackers the day after that. So I would say I got about 3 servings out of this, but it was so delicious. And it made the perfect grab and go lunch. I just want to pop back in and say thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed these recipes. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. I will see you in the next video.